Hello everyone, I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. In the headlines, Martinique confirms 2 cases of the COVID-19 virus. Dominica's indigenous women in the spotlight for International Women's Day. And Flo Dominica launches Win a Bag of Money promotion. The details coming up.
With Flo, win a bag of money, cash out, get a bag of money. What you gonna do with a bag of money? Yeah. From Flo.
Yo, check this. Flo is giving away $30,000 in cash.
Oh, yeah.
2 bags of money plus $1,000 every Friday.
With Flo is better every day, and now we're making Fridays great. That's 3 ways that you can play. So listen up.
Top up.
$10 or more.
Sign up.
Just switch to Flo.
Get a plan.
1 gig or more. If you want to win cash galore.
With Flo.
Win a bag of money.
Cash out.
Get a bag of money. What you gonna do with a bag of money? Yeah. From Flo.
So top up, get a plan, or switch now to win. It only gets better with Flo.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Si ou ni maladie HIV et bien maladie sexuelle, si ou pas protéger corps lors qu'on est sexe avec plusieurs monde, ça peut mettre la vie ou en gros danger. Ou ka exposer tout partenaire au présent et que tant qu'il a vini avec maladie. Servez yon condom chaque fois ou qu'on est sexe. Changer qui est important pour découvrir maladie à bonheur ou ça vivre en bonne santé même si ou ni maladie HIV. Pour responsabilité, protéger corps et puis les autres. Examiner corps. Aidez du bout si même maladie HIV et l'autre maladie sexuelle.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
First up in the news, Martinique University Hospital confirmed Thursday that there were 2 cases of the COVID-19 virus on the island. Director of the Pan American Health Organization, Dr. Carissa Etienne, has confirmed that there are cases of the COVID-19 virus in St. Martin and St. Bart's. She said there were 2 cases reported in Brazil, 6 in Ecuador, 3 in the Dominican Republic, 4 in Mexico, 2 cases in St. Martin and 1 in St. Bart's. Last Friday, the WHO upgraded the risk level for all countries as very high. The Minister for Health says a system of information sharing on passengers entering the country from COVID-19 hotspots is working satisfactorily, but there is a role for the public to play. The Advanced Passenger Information System has been implemented at the island's ports of entry.
The Immigration Department is responsible for manning 6 ports of entry. That is the Douglas Charles, the Canefield Airport, Roseau Ferry Terminal, Woodbridge Bay Port at Fokole, Portsmouth and Ansdene Port. And the system of sharing information with the arrival of passengers from the People's Republic of China or other hotspots is in place. That is done through the API, which is an advanced passenger information. So if we have that sort of information, it makes it much easier for us to know when someone is coming from the People's Republic of China or any of the hotspots, so that we make arrangements at our port of entry that we can put all the precautionary measures in place when we have passengers like this coming in. And so far, it's been working pretty well. So as soon as these people come in, our port health officers are there, the interview takes place, and then, well, all of them have been asymptomatic. So the interview takes place, and then we make arrangements that they can get home quarantine.
The minister says that's where the public's input comes in.
So you have to play your part, that if you know of anyone coming from those areas, just in case that the advanced passenger information misses someone, you can assist us and letting us know, so that we have a double approach, a more comprehensive approach to find out anyone coming from those hotspot areas or the People's Republic of China. So the public has to play its part as well. It's not just the Ministry of Health and the other stakeholders. We're expecting you all to make a significant contribution as regards to advising us and giving us information on those passengers that you might know that maybe we might just not have picked up.
Training has also been provided for staff of the Fire and Ambulance Department.
We have trained and we have conducted training for all the brigade headquarters staff and 3 representatives from the other out-district stations. That was done on the 7th of February. And in proper personal protection and handling cases or handling suspected cases. The training was conducted by Nurse Blaise of the Infection Disease Unit, and then periodic revisions and update of information to all staff as per the procedures to be taken. We've also identified and separated 1 ambulance station at the brigade headquarters for use as a main vehicle for response to suspected cases, because obviously we cannot have the ambulance handling the normal patients and suspected cases. So an ambulance has been identified, and that ambulance is the one that we'll use if at all we have to use it for any suspected case.
Dominica has lost its chance at regaining the Windward Islands Debating Championship. The 4th Windward Islands debating competition got underway at the Goodwill Parish Hall on Friday, with teams from Dominica, Grenada, St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines debating on 2 topics. In the first semi-final debate on Friday, reigning champion Grenada faced off against St. Lucia on the topic, "The medical use of cannabis is in danger of becoming another ploy of the pharmaceutical industry." Grenada won that round of competition. Meantime, in the second debate of the day, Dominica debated against St. Vincent on the topic, "It is the responsibility of the youth to lead in climate change action." St. Vincent proposed the topic while Dominica opposed. St. Vincent emerged victorious in that round of competition. Grenada will attempt to hold on to the title of Windward Islands debating champions when the team takes on St. Vincent at Saturday's final. The topic for Saturday's debate is "The lack of youth involvement in politics is as a direct result of the political culture of the region." The competition starts at 9:30 on Saturday morning and will be held at the Goodwill Parish Hall. Meantime, youth across the region have been encouraged to use debating as a tool to make a meaningful contribution to society. Andrea Louis reports.
The remarks from Minister for Education, Octavia Alfred, when she addressed the opening of the 4th Windward Islands debating competition on Friday. Ms. Alfred says the skill of debating helps individuals, particularly the youth, to make more meaningful contributions to society.
Activities such as this debate remind us that there is value in the spoken word and in the development and presentation of ideas. Debate and the exchange of ideas bring the art of reading, thinking, and speaking together in one place. I can't underline enough the importance of developing these skills among our students, our young people. I believe the ability to consider ideas and present them in a logical manner contributes to the development of engaged and ethical individuals better able to make valuable contributions to our society.
The call was sounded for more avenues to be made available for youth to engage in productive debates.
Certainly. Around the region, we are looking for confident leaders who can direct public thinking towards moral and effective decision-making. Looking ahead, we need to continue ensuring that our young people across the region are exposed to opportunities to develop their debating and public speaking skills. Dominica is supportive of the Windward Islands debating competition. This interest, of course, extends to the government of Dominica, and we will look at ways we can be more directly involved in its growth.
The Dominica State College produced the team which represented the country on Friday. President of the DSC, Dr. Donald Peters, commended the students from the Windward Islands for taking up the challenge of competing in the event.
Debate students gain skills that get them into top universities and exceptionally good jobs. Debate students learn to do for fun, but lots of people fear more than death. That is public speaking. So in fact, debate gives every leader an advantage over others in analyzing that data, articulating information, and delivering that information with facts orally. I'm aware that all the teams work extremely long hours to compete in this international event. And this morning, you will witness for yourself how exceptionally good they are.
Grenada won the debating competition in 2019. Dominica won the title in 2018 and 2017.
And Flow Dominica launched its new promotion, Win a Bag of Money, on Friday. The exciting new promotion makes it possible for customers to get their share of $30,000 in prizes, including 2 grand prizes of $10,000 each and $1,000 cash weekly. It's simple to qualify. Top up $10 or more, or activate any always-on prepaid plan, or sign up for postpaid mobile, or switch and keep your number.
We're making a big announcement today. In fact, I could not believe it when I heard myself. We are going to give away $30,000 in cash over a 2-month period to our customers. And we're talking about Laja Shesh Emo. We're not putting you in nothing to shake to see what you can catch. Nothing like that. It's either you win or you don't win the money. It's simple as that. So we're calling this promotion Win a Bag of Money with Flow this time around. And we're saying you and you can all get your share of that $30,000. From next week Friday, we will be doing draws and 2 customers will be getting $500 cash each. So that's from next week Friday, every Friday until the end of April. So that's the first part, right? At the end of March, 1 lucky customer from Flow is going to walk away with $10,000. At the end of March, $10,000. But that's not even all. At the end of April, another Flow customer is going to walk away with $10,000. $10,000 cash from Flow. 10,000 at the end of March, 10,000 at the end of April, 1,000 every Friday, 500 each to 2 customers.
The promotion runs until April 30. You are watching Channel 5 News. We'll have more after this.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
Les moun ki ni TB estene e ben tousse, moun ki en bonne santé oli wen ka respire se vermine la. Moun ki pa ni bon tempérament kon sa ki ni maladie HIV, alcool, ka fumer, ti mamay e grand moun bien sensible pour ces maladies ça là. Moun ki ka tousse ni pou prendre précaution le yo en parmi moun en place publique. Couvre bouche ou le ka estene et tousse. Visitez docteur et ben place santé. Fini tout traitement yo ba ou sa joine guérison et puis maladie TB. En responsabilité ou aider du bout si men maladie TB et HIV. Protéger corps et les autres.
With Flow, win a bag of money, cash out, get a bag of money. What you gonna do with a bag of money? Yeah. From Flow.
Yo, check this. Flow is giving away $30,000 in cash.
Oh, yeah.
2 bags of money plus a grand every Friday.
With Flow is better every day, and now we're making Fridays great. There's 3 ways that you can play. So listen up.
Top up.
$10 more.
Sign up.
Just switch to Flow.
Get a plan.
1 gig or more. If you wanna win cash galore.
With Flow.
Win a bag of money.
Cash out.
Get a bag of money. What you gonna do with a bag of money? Yeah. From Flow.
So top up, get a plan, or switch now to win. It only gets better with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Thank you for staying with us. A particular protocol has been put in place to guide the way in which the Dominica-China Friendship Hospital handles any suspected cases of the COVID-19 virus. The Minister for Health gave details at a NEPO meeting this week.
At our accident and emergency department, obviously we cannot have any suspect case mixing with our normal patients accessing the accident and emergency department. So we have a separate entrance for suspected cases. We have our challenges in the sense that we are building a new hospital on an old hospital site. But in spite of all of that, and regardless of that, I must commend the staff of the Princess Margaret Hospital in how we've made or how we've carried out our preparedness regardless of all the construction that's going on. And we have put some measures in place that if someone were to come, that yes, we have a separate entrance for you, you will be screened separately. And even at the hospital, what we've done, we've had a separate isolation area where we can actually isolate 8 people, and we also have the facilities for 8 other people, that is non-ICU cases at the hospital, which is considering what the construction, I think that is an excellent job we have done in that regard. The area, the hospital that we've chosen for isolation, it's, well, for those of you who know the hospitals at the back where the former Ross University containers were, and these are the ones we've modified that we can use for isolation. If need be that there's a patient of COVID, then yes, we have that isolation area.
The minister says there is provision being made to accommodate larger groups of individuals with the virus.
We've gone a little further in the sense that we've also looked at a place at Ross University in Portsmouth where they have the containers, and this is a much bigger area. Let's assume, God forbid, that we were to get 20, 30 patients or some suspect cases and we had to isolate. This is where we've identified in Portsmouth. It's just opposite the Wee Church in Portsmouth. They're opposite the huts where there are the canteens, and that's a much bigger area, and it can take as many as maybe even 20, 30, 40 isolating patients, because that's just been highly precautious, and so that's what we've done and we have identified. Obviously, your next question would be, but if we were to identify a place and we have 20, 30, 40 patients, you need staff for this. We've discussed that with I've discussed that with Dr. Lopez of the Cuban Brigade, and said, yes, if need be, and we need to get medical assistance in terms of staff, that is nurses and doctors, Cuba has agreed that, yes, they can provide this for us. So that's just how we just plan ahead of time, just in case.
And Bishop of Roseau, His Lordship Gabriel Malzer, has announced a decision to stop shaking of hands during Mass in an effort to protect the faithful from the spread of the COVID-19 virus. As you may have heard, there are now 2 confirmed cases in Martinique. The Minister for Health was asked a question on the issue of handshaking at NEPO's meeting this week. He said regular hand washing was critical.
In terms of the handshaking, well, this one, how do I put it? In the sense that you're going to be meeting people every now and then, and we're not going to be wearing gloves the same way we haven't been recommending masks for everyone. So that way is just repeated washing of your hands, which I said a while ago has to be a habit. You're going into a public place, you're going to be opening doors, you're going to be turning knobs, someone just blew their nose, you wouldn't have known anyway. So there's no fixed thing to tell you that every time you need to wash your hands. You just have to get into the habit of washing your hands, because here you are, your hands now touching the table. No one knows who was there before, if they touch their nose. So to have a protocol to say that, well, you wash your hands every so once after this, it's very difficult to pinpoint a specific. Neither has PAHO done that, or WHO done that, or CAFA done that, for the same reason why I'm not doing that to tell you, and I think you should just make it a habit. Right, because it's, some people decide, well, let's give a knocks instead. Some give in the elbows. The latest one I heard was the feet, but it's just, you know, at your discretion to just protect yourself and get into the habit of just washing your hands when you get into public places And that is maybe the best way. But to say there's a specific protocol as to when you wash your hands and stuff, I think just the habit would do.
And the spotlight to be placed on Dominica's indigenous women for International Women's Day. Here's Andrea Louis with more.
The Bureau of Gender Affairs has embarked on a week of activities to celebrate the contribution of women to society and raise awareness on gender equity and equality. International Women's Day will be celebrated worldwide on Sunday, 8th March. Acting Director of the Bureau of Gender Affairs, Melissa Morgan, says the week will start with a special event for Kalinago women.
Usually when we observe International Women's Day, we tend to do it around Rose or around town, and this year we decided to decentralize it to reach, a different population. So we'll be having an Indigenous Women Roundtable discussion where they will be discussing issues such as health, gender-based violence, youth, entrepreneurship, resiliency, as a way to kind of garner information on some of the issues affecting the Kalinago women and what kind of programs we can put into place to strengthen, strengthen their resiliency and help them contribute more to national development. Usually, when we discuss gender and gender equality, we tend to look at one type of woman, a Dominican woman. But we have to understand that the Kalinago women, their issues are different, challenges may be different, and we want to kind of include them in the national discourse on gender equality and equity.
The acting director says it is important to highlight the indigenous people as they make a special demographic in the country and the wider world.
Globally, there are many international conventions, international laws, international declarations that speak to human rights. And over the past few years, there have been a thrust to ensure that the indigenous voices are included, that they are heard, that their issues are taken into consideration, that they are involved in policy development, program development. So it is important for us, through them as a ministry, through the Bureau of Gender Affairs, to ensure that when we implement gender responsive programs and other programs for poverty reduction, wealth creation, empowerment, that they are also included and the programs are catered to them.
Morgan promises that Sunday's round-the-table discussion will not be another talk shop.
One of the outputs for this Indigenous Roundtable discussion on Sunday is an outcome document. So we're actually going to have a few rapporteurs who will kind of summarize what was said at this this discussion. So this would be put, and then it will be shared with the Kalinago Affairs Ministry, Kalinago Upliftment Ministry, Kalinago Affairs Councils, and us, of course, from the gender department. So from that, we're hoping that we could get at least 2 or 3 solid recommendations that we could implement by next year.
International Women's Day 2020 will be celebrated under the theme I Am Generation Equality, Realizing Women's Rights. Andrea Louis, Channel 5 News.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD, all for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
With Flow, when I bag of money, cash out, get a bag of money. What you gonna do with a bag of money? Yeah. From Flow.
Yo, check this. Flow is giving away $30,000 in cash.
Oh, yeah.
2 bags of money plus $1,000 every Friday.
With Flow is better every day, and now we're making Fridays great. That's 3 ways that you can play. So listen up.
Top up.
$10 or more.
Sign up.
Just switch to Flow.
Get a plan.
1 gig or more. If you wanna win cash galore.
With Flow.
Win a bag of money.
Cash out.
Get a bag of money. What you gonna do with a bag of money? Yeah. From Flow.
So top up, get a plan, or switch now to win. It only gets better with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
some tips to reduce mosquito presence in and around your home. Keep water storage containers properly covered. Remove containers that can collect water from your surroundings. Keep garbage bins tightly covered. Pick up your litter and remove all tires from your yard. Keep gutters free of leaves and twigs to prevent stagnant water. Prevent Zika, dengue, and chikungunya. Fight the bite. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
This message is supported by Flow.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
To end the news, a look again at the headlines. Martinique confirms 2 cases of the COVID-19 virus. Dominica's indigenous women in the spotlight for International Women's Day. And Flow Dominica launches Win a Bag of Money promotion. You may access the news on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Thank you for watching. Have a good weekend.